the average mother in this country right now, in face-to-face...
Faith guided Michael Landon through life's darkest moments, from his early struggles as a child to the relentless pressures of Hollywood, and ultimately to his battle with a life-threatening illness. Behind the beloved characters of Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie was a man whose unshakable belief in a higher purpose carried him through pain, doubt, and fear. Michael's faith was not simply spiritual. It was a source of courage, resilience, and hope. It shaped his choices, inspired those around him, and helped him turn life's challenges into lessons of love and perseverance. This story reveals how Michael Landon's inner strength, anchored in faith, guided him through every hardship, and how his devotion to his values left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire millions today. Before we dive deeper, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Leave a like if you appreciate stories of courage and hope, and stay with us until the end. Every chapter demonstrates how faith can truly guide a life. Michael Landon's life was a testament to the power of faith, a force that guided him through every challenge, every triumph, and every moment of despair. From his earliest years, faith shaped the way he understood the world, providing comfort and a moral compass that would guide him to the complexities of life and the unrelenting demands of fame. Born Eugene Maurice Orwitz in 1936 in Brooklyn, New York, Michael came into a world that was, in many ways, uncertain and challenging. His family lived modestly, facing financial instability that was often accompanied by tension and emotional strain. These early hardships might have left him bitter or withdrawn, but instead, they became the fertile ground in which his character and resilience were cultivated. Even as a young child, Michael experienced the quiet, comforting power of faith. This was not faith bound to ritual or strict dogma, but rather an instinctive, almost intuitive trust that life had meaning and that goodness, perseverance, and moral integrity could carry one through life's trials. While other children found solace in toys or games, Michael found it in stories and lessons on the radio, from movies, and from the everyday acts of kindness he observed in his family and community. These formative experiences instilled in him the belief that adversity was not an end, but an opportunity to grow stronger and more compassionate. Michael's early life was full of lessons in resilience. School demanded focus and diligence, yet he often had to balance it with part-time work to support his family. The challenge of juggling responsibilities at such a young age could have been overwhelming, but Michael approached it with a determination that would later define his professional life. He discovered early that discipline, perseverance, and a steady moral compass could guide him even when external circumstances were unpredictable. Through it all, he maintained a deep curiosity about the world, a love of storytelling, and a desire to make others feel hope and inspiration. These were not fleeting ambitions. They were seeds of a lifelong commitment to using his talent and presence to uplift others, a commitment deeply intertwined with his faith. As Michael grew into adolescence, his ambitions began to crystallize. He did not merely want to act. He wanted to create stories that could transform lives, stories where morality, courage, and faith triumphed over fear and adversity. Watching heroic characters on the radio and screen taught him that integrity mattered, that hope could be a lifeline, and that storytelling could carry profound lessons to audiences of all ages. These lessons, absorbed and internalized during his formative years, became the guiding principles of his life. Even when faced with the distractions and temptations of youth, he held fast to these values, nurturing the inner strength and resilience that would later help him endure Hollywood's pressures. By the 1960s, Michael Landon had begun to realize his potential. He had worked through smaller roles, each one a stepping stone, learning the craft and observing the industry with a keen eye and a reflective mind. His breakout came with the role of Little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza, a show that quickly became one of the most beloved programs in American television history. Millions of viewers tuned in every week, and Michael became a familiar face in living rooms across the nation. The fame was exhilarating, but also brought with it an enormous weight. The public adored him, but the pressures of performing, maintaining a wholesome image, and embodying a moral exemplar created challenges that few outside the industry could understand. Yet even amidst the glare of the spotlight and the demanding schedule of long filming days, Michael's faith provided him with a steady anchor. He would often retreat inwardly, reflecting quietly and drawing strength from his belief in a higher purpose. He understood that his work carried a responsibility far beyond mere entertainment. It was a chance to influence hearts, to encourage hope, and to reinforce values that he held dear. This spiritual grounding allowed him to navigate Hollywood intensity while remaining humble, kind, and generous toward those around him. Colleagues frequently remarked on the serenity and reassurance he exuded, even in moments of exhaustion or when facing the physical toll of demanding stunts. Michael's faith shone through subtly but powerfully, inspiring confidence and hope not only in fans but in everyone who worked alongside him. Behind the scenes, Michael's faith manifested in practical ways. He mentored younger actors, offering guidance not just on performance, but on professionalism, humility, and integrity. He fostered a positive and collaborative atmosphere on set, making it a space where creativity and moral responsibility could coexist. For him, acting was not just a career, it was a vocation, a calling to bring goodness into the world through his craft. Even in the midst of fatigue, pain, or personal challenges, he carried himself with dignity and grace that reflected profound inner strength rooted in faith. The 1970s brought an even greater opportunity. Little House on the Prairie. This show will become the defining work of Michael Landon's career, resonating deeply with audiences around the globe. Unlike many actors, Michael did not limit himself to performing. He directed and produced many episodes, assuming immense responsibility and ensuring that the series remained true to its values of hope, compassion, and moral integrity. Filming was grueling, often involving long days under the sun, physically taxing action scenes, and the relentless demands of both performance and production. Many would found such a schedule unbearable. Yet Michael faced these challenges with remarkable perseverance, guided consistently by his faith. His family and close friends recall that even on the toughest days, when fatigue and pain threatened to overwhelm him, Michael remained disciplined, patient, and positive. His approach to work was deeply spiritual. He saw each episode as an opportunity to serve others, to impart lessons of moral courage, resilience, and compassion. Faith was never just a private refuge. It was a guiding principle of his craft, influencing how he treated colleagues, how he shaped stories, and how he inspired audiences. Every smile, every heartfelt interaction on set, and every effort to nurture young talent reflected his belief that life's true measure was found in service, integrity, and the strength of one's convictions. Even outside his work, Michael faced struggles that tested his resolve. He endured loneliness, moments of frustration, and the constant pressure to meet both public and personal expectations. Yet he never allowed despair to take hold. Faith remained his lifeline, offering clarity, comfort, and purpose. It enabled him to process grief, navigate disappointment, and endure physical discomfort without losing optimism or generosity. Every kind gesture, every word of encouragement, every smile he shared was imbued with the strength he drew from believing in something greater than himself. During quiet moments of reflection, prayer, or meditation, Michael transformed adversity into an opportunity for growth, demonstrating courage and compassion to all who witnessed him. Faith and family were inseparable in Michael's life. He approached fatherhood and marriage with a deep commitment to patience, integrity, and unconditional love. Even after long and exhausting days on set, he prioritized time with his wife and children, turning ordinary moments into rich lessons about kindness, perseverance, and gratitude. His children remember a father who modeled resilience and moral courage, teaching them that adversity is temporary and that faith and hope endure. Balancing a demanding career with family responsibilities was never easy, yet Michael's faith gave him the energy, focus, and perspective to navigate both successfully. The consistency of his values in both public and private life left a lasting impression, ensuring that his family would carry forward the principles of love, devotion, and resilience. In the 1980s, Michael faced perhaps his greatest personal challenge, a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. Such news would shake anyone, yet Michael's faith remained unshaken. He viewed illness as another test, another moment to exercise courage, gratitude, and purpose. Even while confronting the physical and emotional strain of disease, he continued to work whenever possible. He mentored young actors, supervised production, and remained dedicated to his family. Faith provided him with clarity and strength, enabling him to confront fear and pain without resentment. Michael understood that life's value was not solely measured by the years one lived, but by the integrity, compassion, and love that informed each day. Michael Landon's life ultimately became a testament to the enduring power of faith. It was not simply his talent or charisma that left a lasting impact, but his unwavering belief in goodness, hope, and the importance of moral integrity. He demonstrated that inner strength, guided by faith in something greater than oneself, could carry a person through even the darkest trials. His legacy continues to inspire, with Little House on the Prairie serving as a timeless reminder of resilience, kindness, and hope. Fans and family alike remember him not only as an actor, but as a man whose faith permeated every word, gesture, and story he shared. Michael Landon's journey reminds us that true courage is not avoiding hardship, but trusting in a higher purpose, acting with love, and remaining steadfast when the path is uncertain. His life is a beacon for all who seek to navigate life's challenges with grace, strength, and unwavering faith. Michael Landon's unshakable faith was the cornerstone of his life. It sustained him through challenges, guided him in his choices, and inspired countless people to face life with courage and hope. Behind the camera, he endured pain, doubt, and fear, yet his trust in a higher purpose allowed him to live fully, love deeply, and leave a lasting legacy. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share in the comments which part of Michael Landon's faith and resilience touched you most. And stay tuned. Click the video on your screen for another story of a classic television icon whose life continues to inspire.